Today I'm so excited to share with you and explore with you a concept that really fascinates me, the concept of time. So we'll look at what is time, how can we travel through time and what are the benefits, and how can we use time to our best advantage. So follow me on this adventure into the magic of time. I'm Esther, quantum healing hypnosis level 2 practitioner, and my mission is to help people take their power back and become the powerful creators that we're all meant to be. So first, look at what is time. We measure time in this world with our calendars, with our watches. It's the unfolding of the seasons, the passing of the years. In the 3D world, time is quite intangible, and it's something that we have to obey to. But in the quantum world, time is totally different. Time becomes malleable, it becomes flexible. We can expand time, we can fold time, we can make it pretty much whatever we want, and we can travel through time, and that is very exciting. In the theory of relativity, Einstein talks about the fact that time is relative to the perceiver. It depends on how we feel and where we are in the universe, and time might seem different to us. And so this is a concept worth exploring. And in my QHHT session, this concept of malleable time has been illustrated in many ways, so I want to share this with you today. In a recent group session where I take people to meet their spirit guides, one of the participants met her guide, and he was this kind of Mayan Time Lord, this Mayan chief. He was dressed in red and turquoise and gold, and his skin was shimmery. He gave her a box with wooden symbols carved upon it, and inside the box there was some sparkly gold sand. And when she asked him what it meant and what she was meant to do with it, he said, "This is extra time that we're giving you, so use it carefully because it is very precious." Wow, extra time. Don't we all want a little bit more of that? So we know that time is precious and that it is malleable. Let's look at it from the alchemist's point of view. The alchemists are always looking for the Philosopher's Stone, whether it is a physical or metaphysical object. The Philosopher's Stone allows the alchemist to gain more time. And why does the alchemist want more time? Because the alchemist is on an infinite quest for knowledge, and the more knowledge, the more they can gather, the more they can understand the laws of the universe, the more powerful they become, and the easiest their transition will be into the higher realms. So let's look at the Philosopher's Stone and what it actually means. Here's a drawing explaining what the Philosopher's Stone is. The marriage of the sun and the moon. This takes place in man when the heart and the mind are joined in eternal union. It occurs when the positive and negative poles within are united, and from that union is made the Philosopher's Stone. So you could say that the Philosopher's Stone is like the connection between the brain and the heart. It's what Joe Dispenza calls the heart-brain coherence. And in QHHT, that's what we called connecting with our higher self. And our higher self has the power to guide us through time and space so we can explore and gather more information that might be useful for us in this lifetime. So how do we travel through time? Under hypnosis, we enter a certain state of brainwaves called theta brainwaves, which is similar to the state when we wake up or when we go to sleep. In this state, which is very dreamlike. We are able to look at ourselves in the past, in the future, and on any other planes that we might exist, any other dimension where we might have a story, where we might have been, and we are able to jump timelines. In QHHT, we explore a past life, a bit like a dream, a story that your higher self tells you so you can understand more about yourself. Your higher self knows everything that has happened in this life and all the other lifetimes that you have ever lived, whether they're in the future, in the present, or in the past, or on other planes. And in this way, we are able to look at our traumas and we're able to understand them and release them. And this brings great relief in today's life. And although we cannot change our past, we can certainly change the way we think about it and the way it affects us in the present moment. And this allows us to change the idea of who we are, and this allows us to change our lives, to let go of the painful anchors of the past, of our traumas. It liberates ourselves and it allows us to live better lives. Let me tell you a little story. In a QHHT session, a male client saw a life as a wealthy landowner in the 16th century England. He was living on his land with his wife, who didn't like him very much and who was cheating on him, although he never said anything about it, and with his 2 sons, and he knew somehow that his first son was not his. But he never said anything, and he just kept on caring for his family, and he was faithful to them. On his land also lived a very beautiful and young medicine woman. She was very kind to his children, and he used to visit her sometimes, and he was totally in love with her, although he never told her and he never did anything about it. And one day, as he was in the courtyard in front of his house, his wife came behind him with a knife and stabbed him in the back. He died instantly. And so, as he was on the other side, I asked him, "How do you feel about the fact that your wife has just stabbed you in the back?" And he said, "Well, she was right, because I wasn't really living." And then when we moved on to the part of the higher self, I asked the higher self, "Why did you show my client this story? What has it got to do with his life right now?" And the higher self said that he has to learn to live his passion, because life is short and time is precious. So this brings us to the question of, how do we make the most of our time? Well, through hypnosis, we can really use this time in many ways. Bruce Lipton says that in theta brainwaves, we are able to heal the body, to repair, to learn skills much quicker. We're able to let go of traumas, and we're able to reprogram ourselves. He talks about the fact that children, up until the age of about 7, are mostly in theta brainwaves, and this is how they can learn so much quicker than us adults. So in this state of theta brainwaves, we can heal the past, but what can we do about our future? Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that from a quantum perspective, if you were to imagine yourself in a future that was different from your past, if you embraced the outcome of that potential, and if you emotionally linked yourself to it, you would be making your body believe that it is in this reality, in the present moment. And this is how you create new potential. And this is key to creating a better future for ourselves. by combining the power of visualization and the feeling, the emotional attachment to that potential, that outcome, we can create a better future for ourselves, a better life, whether it is a life of abundance, a healthy body, or a beautiful relationship. Anything that we want, we can create it in the present moment. We are powerful creators, and all we need to do to access this power is to actually remember who we are and believe in the ability that we have to be able to create our future. Okay, so we looked at the way we can heal our past and create our future, but what about now? Alan Watts says, the past and the future are illusions. They exist in the present, which is what there is and all there is. So the present moment is really the one that matters, the one that we should really give all our attention to. When we live in the present moment, we live happier lives. This is what mindfulness is about. We are not bothered by our past or worried about the future. We are just here, being, enjoying the moment. And that's why there is so much power in the now. Every day is a new day. Every day we can decide who we want to be and what we want to bring to the world. Every moment we can decide how to see the world and how to respond to it. And so in the now is when we are the most powerful. It's when transformation can really occur. It's when we can take our power back. The now is beautiful. It's magic. It's when we are at our most powerful. It's when we are the creators of our reality. So live life now and make the most of it. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe for more videos on the wonders of the universe. And until next time, much love and blessings, and stay in love, share the light.